And when you look at things like quantum mechanics at the start of the last century, don't you love that? We crossed the border. At the start of the last century, when quantum mechanics comes into its conceptualized idea, where the debate is light a particle or a wave? Is it a particle or a wave? All right, the wavers all go, all right, I am going to create an experiment to prove that it's a wave. And they do, and it is. And the particle people went, nonsense. I'm going to create an experiment to prove that light is a particle. And they do, and it is. Light is both a wave and a particle. And what you see depends on what you expected to see. Because the thing that we have to recognize in a scientific experiment, in the methodology of that, is the observer affects the outcome. So you, as the observer of the principles of science of mind, when you're applying it in your own life, you get to see the effect of that and make a decision based on what you now know, what came to you through that experiment. And the wonderful thing about science of mind and the principle says, what you think is what you get. And if you believe it, you understand it, you see the way it shows up in your life. Sometimes it doesn't show up as a pleasant thing, and you go, oh, I see what I was thinking instead of what I wanted. And the best thing about it is the people who go, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. The principle works by not working. Don't you love that? There you are, back into the mystery. The principle always works. If you think it doesn't work, then it works by not working. So that you never prove the principle. So what you want to do is you want to try out an experiment. What is it that you want in your life? Think about it. Think about it. For the most part, I have found that most of our prayers come in three categories. One is you need your health. If you don't have your health, it's really hard to get your mind wrapped around the good in your life. Or your finances have failed, and it's really hard to get your love in your life in working order if money's an issue. We all think we're in a relationship, it's always about love. But it doesn't work if there's money to fight about. You notice that one? Or you might want a loving relationship, because it's all about love. And really what we usually are looking for is the one. The one. Prince or Princess Charming. And the way that this works is that they stop right at the part where they meet and they have their first kiss, and then they lived happily ever after. You know the part about the health and the money? If either of those come up, they don't even talk about that in the end of those stories. I got stuff to tell you about that, but you can imagine it. So what we're really looking for is health, wealth, or love, and sometimes we need justice. And those are about it. Almost everything fits into those categories. So if you need help realigning yourself in any way with those principles, please come see me, come see any of our licensed religious science practitioners, come see almost anyone in this congregation, because anyone who practices the principles of science of mind is a practitioner. Some of us are licensed. We can pray for each other with great effect. God is all there is. God and I are one. I know that what I want is mine already. I give thanks that I have it now. I let it go. It's not my business anymore. And stand back and wait for the miracle. It can come as fast as you believe it can come. That is how it works. How fast can you believe it? So now we're back at the symbol, and we've got the medium through which the idea moves into manifestation. And we've got the V in there, which is funneling things straight from heaven to earth. Straight from heaven to earth. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, so straight from heaven to earth. Why isn't your stuff here already? Where's my stuff? Somewhere along the line, we have blockages in there. They look like, I'm not enough. Take that workshop, January 25th. I'm not enough. So not enough shows up. Or, I'm not smart enough. Or, pick your reason why it can't come through. But those little blocks, those mental blocks that close off the funnel, that's what's keeping you from getting what you want fast. It's not keeping you from getting what you want. It's just like a pinball. It's got to go bonk, 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 bonk. It's an infinite universe. It could take a long time for your good to get to you if you still have those mental blocks. Ha! Get out your forgiveness beads. Forgive yourself for not believing enough and get that thing you desire. You should have it. The infinite intelligence, the love source of all things, wants you to have that. You are holding yourself back from it, and it wants you to have it. It is holding nothing back from you. Only you are stepping back from the thing you want manifested by your belief in not enoughness. So I am knowing for every single one of us here that your prosperity is assured. That if you would like prayed for, your prosperity prayed for, fill out that form, give it to us, let our practitioners have something to do. We're praying for you in general, but what do you really want? We are on it. And we can work this for you. Whatever you want is yours. Please just remember that science of mind is a science in that you can prove for yourself whether it works or doesn't work. And that infinite knowledge that we are getting from all of the bits and pieces that come to us in our life eventually turns into the wisdom when we learn how to use the principles and we take the information back into that heavenly realm and live the life of good that is ours right now. And now, if you will, close your eyes, get yourself settled comfortably in your chair, put your feet on the floor so you're well grounded, and let us pray. I breathe in that infinite source. It is inspiring me on a constant basis. It calls forth into my mind the divine ideas that only I can manifest. For I am so connected with that source. I am so able to connect my mind and the one mind that there is no limit to knowledge, none whatsoever. Anything I desire is mine by right of birth. Because I came here as an infinite representative of that infinite intelligence, I deserve all the good in the world. Who do I think I am? God's gift to the world? Yes, I do. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. We are gifts right here and right now. We allow the infinite intelligence, that divine wisdom, to come flooding into us and give us the spark of an idea that now moves our lives to a new way. A new amazing actuality, a new reality that has come forth through that willingness to be the experiment of spirit on earth. Whatever I need to know does not have to have precedent for it to become manifested in my life. I am the precedent. I have always been, I always will be, for I am part of that infinite intelligence. How good it is to know that. How good it is to know that whatever I speak is what happens in my life. And I call forth only good, only God, only good, only God, only good, only God. That's all there is. We simply let everything unfold in our lives this week in such a way that we can see how clearly it is that this principle works. I put my mind on the thing I desire. I hold it in mind for 5 minutes every day. I claim it to be mine now, and I get out of the way. I release my word. It's all that's ever been needed. It is a method of moving infinite spirit into manifested form, and I claim it as my method now. I let it unfold in its own perfection, and I ask everyone here with me to declare that it is already so by saying, and so it is. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you. Elisha.